think my mat's in a good spot. All right, let's go ahead and lie down. To start yoga class, lying down. All right, I'm gonna mute you guys just so the background noise doesn't, in case there is any, I don't know, but there, just in case. But feel free to unmute yourselves if you need to communicate with me for whatever reason. All right. Okay, so. Just, while you're lying down, I'm gonna turn these other lights on so it's not quite so dark in here. There we go. So, lying down. Let's take a couple of deep breaths. Inhale through your nose. Take a big breath and just sigh it out. And just let go of the day. Relax your body. And let's do that again. Inhale through your nose. Take a big full breath. Expand. And sigh it out, exhale. Just let your body soften. Release the stress of the day. Do that one more time. Inhale. Biggest breath, filling up, expanding the lungs. And sigh it out. And let your body soften some more. And then start to breathe in and out through the nose. Start to cultivate your Ujjayi breath. Just let the breath pour in and pour out. A nice steady stream of the breath. Just finding a comfortable rhythm. A steady pace. And just take a moment to tune in, to check in with your body and notice how your body's feeling tonight. Every day is a little bit different, so just allowing the practice to meet you wherever you are tonight, and then really, as we come into each pose, you can kind of explore and see how things feel. Couple more breaths before we start to move, just reaffirming the Ujjayi breath. It's a little bit, I think it's easier to do it now, and once we start going, sometimes the breath gets away from us, so we'll just keep coming back, right? Coming back into this breath, and then using the breath as we move through our asana practice. So just stay present, but to also soften around the edges a little bit, using the breath to help us stay steady. Let's just take an easy stretch. Start to reach your arms overhead. Stretch the legs out. Just feeling the body. Feel free to lean a little bit side to side. A little stretch there. All right. And then hug your knees. Just circle the arms. Gather the knees. You can rock a little bit side to side. Good. All right, take your twist. Bring the legs over to the left. And reach your right arm and just allow the body to soften here. Opening up into the stretch. All right, and up through center. Take an inhale and exhale. Easy into the twist. Drop the knees over to the right. Just appreciate how your two sides may feel slightly different from each other. Back up to the middle. Send the heels up towards the ceiling so you're straightening your legs and just give them an easy stretch. Grab onto the backs of your legs, maybe pull them in towards you a little bit. And then bringing the toes out to the sides, legs out wide. Come into this stretch. And again, it's just however much. You're just kind of feeling things out. It doesn't have to be anything super serious. Bringing the legs back up to center. Let's hover the heels over the hips so your legs are more or less straight up and down. But if you need to bend your knees a little bit to feel comfortable doing that, that's totally fine. All right, then we'll bring the hands behind the head. You can interlace your fingers or layer your hands one on top of the other. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift your head and shoulders up off the floor. But you want to feel your shoulder blades, if you can anyway, lift it up away from the mat. We'll hold up here and slowly lower the legs, just a little bit, like a quarter of the way towards the floor. It doesn't have to be very far. You'll start to feel your abs. Try and relax your head back into your hands and just hang out here for a second. Breathing, of course, don't hold your breath. All right, and we'll come on out. So just bring the legs up, let your head come down, and you can bend your knees, bring your feet down to the floor. You want to do a quick windshield wiper side to side. We're going to head back into that position, but just to kind of warm things up, right? Okay, so legs back up. Starts the same, but we'll add another thing onto that. Take an inhale. Exhale, head and shoulders lifting, right? Relaxing the head back into the hands and just supporting your head with your hands. And try not to pull on your neck too much. All right, so lowering the heels about a quarter of the way. So it doesn't have to be super far. And then we'll lower just the right heel towards the floor and have it hover so you'll feel your abs a little bit more. And then switch it, but back out to that kind of quarter of the way towards the floor, right? Switching again, lowering the right heel to hover, and the left leg stays out at that angle, and then right leg lifts to the angle, and the left heel lowers to hover. One more time on each side, try. Lift the head and shoulders, lower the right leg. Lift the right leg, lower the left leg. Oh my goodness. Take it up and relax. Whew, felt my abs. Okay, you can send the legs out long, whatever sort of resty thing you want to do is fine. Oh my goodness. Okay. One more. Legs up, not the same thing this time. Turn the toes out and the legs come out wide. So just however wide they'll go without you using your hands. Just let gravity kind of pull your legs down into the stretch. We're not going to stay here very long, so don't worry about that part too much. Right? If you can, your legs are straight. And then maybe, I know it's hard to tell, but just a couple of inches. So you're aiming out like the widest stretch your legs will go just on their own. Lift up just a little bit, like 2 inches out of that. Lift the legs just a little bit. Right, scoop out the belly and press your low back down into the floor. Press the back of your ribs down into the floor. And then lift your feet just a tiny bit more, like another 2 inches, just a little bit. So you're holding your legs out in gravity. Then maybe just a tiny bit more, like 2 more inches. Still in a V, but not quite as wide, right? Slightly less wide. And then maybe another inch or 2. So just slowly, right? Press the low back down into the floor. Maybe a couple more inches. So potentially it's getting a little bit easier, but maybe your legs are getting a little bit bit tired. Let's do a couple more inches. We're getting there. And a couple more. And then slowly, slowly bring the legs all the way together at the top. Oh, have a moment. Let your legs soften. All right, and then from straight up, reach through the heels. Right, legs straight up towards the ceiling. We're going to go back out, actually. So instead of moving 2 inches from straight together, let's separate the feet like about 2 feet apart. Press the low back, press the back ribs, and just fold your legs here. And then they can get a tiny bit wider. You know, we'll go in like those 2-inch increments. And a tiny bit wider. Press the low back down onto the floor. If you want to level this up a little bit, feel free to lift your head and shoulders up off the floor. But you don't have to do, but you can. And then a little bit wider with the legs. Maybe a little bit wider, so holding the legs out in gravity. And eventually, at this pace, you'll find the widest point with your legs. Oh my gosh. Reach through the heels. Take one last breath. And bring your legs up and your head down to the floor and your feet to the floor. Okay, so we're gonna stop doing that now. Hopefully that's good news. All right. Let's come up and do a little bit of cat-cow. So from here, just roll, either roll to your side and press yourself up, or roll forward and back. And we'll come up and over and onto our knees. Well, hands and knees, of course. Let's move with the breath. Inhale, draw the heart through, lift the chest, stretch your belly. Exhale, rounding the spine, tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, come forward and stretch. Exhale, rounding, lengthening. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. Lift the heart, stretch the belly. Exhale, rounding the spine. And as you round, let's sit the hips back and just take a breath or 2 in the child's pose. Right, relax your forehead down. So just know at any point if you need to take a break, if you're just like, I need a second, you know, child's pose is a nice place to rest if you need to, no worries. All righty, let's come back up to tabletop, back up to hands and knees, hugging the ribs in, right? Find more of a centered spine, so we're not really in the cat or the cow, but you know, that happy place in the middle. Bring the knees a little bit closer together, and let's send the right leg straight back behind you. Right, keep the belly lifting. Then lift your right leg a little higher. Try and drop the outer right hip down so your hips are relatively square to the floor. And then see if you can lift your right leg a little higher. Press and squeeze the arms to straight. And we're gonna lift the right leg a little bit higher. So you're probably feeling your glute squeeze and the outer hip, and use your abs. And try and lift the leg a little bit higher. Pull the frontal hip bones up towards the ribs. Press the floor away. Take 1 more breath, lift the leg a little higher, see if you can. Then round the spine, pull the knee in. Oh my goodness, squeeze, press the floor away, and release it. Bring the knee down to the floor. Oh, if you want a moment to sit back or shake out your wrists or anything like that, feel free to do that. And just appreciate the difference in the work side to side, like how your hips feel one side to the other. And let's do the same thing with the left leg. So lifting the belly, send your left leg back. Outer left hip down, or try to anyway. Keep the belly active, so pull your hip bones up towards your ribs. And then press the lifted leg a little higher. Keep it relatively straight. Keep lifting the belly, try and press it a little higher. Right, squeeze the arms to straight, press the floor away, lift your leg a little higher. Keep dropping the outer left hip down, only to square the hips, right? Lift your belly, lift the leg a little higher, straighten the arms. Lift the leg a little higher, feel that squeeze, hug the belly in, lifting the leg, inhale. Exhale, round the spine. Pull the knee in towards your face, press the floor away. And then releasing the leg, you can reach it back or just bring your knee down to the floor and take a second. Sit back. Oh. Right, circle your wrists, relax your back, your glutes. So again, just noticing what was working to help you do all of that. All right. So let's go onto the forearms, but a tabletop, basically forearm tabletop. All right. So you can either plant your hands shoulder distance or interlace your fingers. Either way is fine with me. I don't have a preference necessarily. Hands planting shoulder distance, I guess, is a nice kind of way to work towards, having your arms ready for Panchamayurasana or something like that. But again, see what works for your body. Hug the ribs in. So easy to just kind of hang in gravity. So we'll keep a lift in the belly. Lift. Send your right leg back. So this time we're going to add a little bit of leg lifts. So ribs hugging in, belly hugging in. Lift the leg a little higher and then tap the toes all the way down onto the floor. And then lift the leg up, hug the belly in, and lower it down. Heart's going forward, lift and lower. We're going to do that a couple more times. Lift the leg and even give your glute a squeeze at the top and lower it down. And one more time, lifting the leg nice and high. Keep the belly lifted, keep the leg lifted. Try and lift it a little higher. How's your breath? Inhale. Exhale again, round the spine. Pull the knee in. Can you skim it off the floor? Squeeze. Reach it back, inhale, and releasing the knee down to the floor, exhale. Oh, all right, relax your shoulders. Take a moment. All right, obviously we're gonna do that on the other side, and then we'll be done. Okay. So either hand shoulder distance or interlace. I'm gonna plant my hands shoulder distance apart. You can bring the knees relatively close together. And then again, that lift in the belly. Reach the left leg back. Keep the belly lifting. Try and lift the leg a little higher. Send the heart forward. And then lower the left toes towards the floor. Tap the floor and lift the leg up and squeeze your glute at the top. Lower the toes to tap and lift the leg. Give your glutes a squeeze. Lower, little tap and lift. Good. Again, lower. And lift, and one last time, lower. Lift the leg and keep it lifted. Lift it a little higher, lift your belly. Lift it a little higher, press the floor away. Take another breath, inhale. Exhale, pull the knee in. Try and keep it off the floor, squeeze. Reach it back, take an inhale, and exhale. Knee down. So you're a little closer to child's pose this time, so go ahead and sit back. All right, relax your shoulders, your arms. Okay. We're gonna make our way to downward facing dog. Just take your time, come on up, and as you get into your down dog, you can pedal out the heels a time or two. Shake out your head, even opening the mouth nice and wide, release the jaw. Down dog is a nice place for lion's breath. So lion's breath is, you open your mouth super wide, you stick your tongue out, and you don't have to roar necessarily, but you use the breath and
And you look up towards the third eye. So your gaze, you don't have to have your eyes open necessarily, but the eyes kind of go up. Really nice way to release the tension in the jaw. So like you're a lion. All right, stretch back. Sink the heels towards the floor. They don't have to actually touch the floor, but to stretch your legs. Take one more breath here. Shifting the gaze forward. You can either walk forward or jump forward. Bring your feet to your hands. Lift and lengthen. Come up halfway. Inhale. Fold back down. Exhale. Lift up all the way. Reach the arms. Maybe shift the gaze up. Exhaling, bringing the hands to the heart. Oh, let's pause here for a moment. Setting an intention for practice. Reaffirming why you came onto your mat tonight. All right, take a big breath. Inhale. Sigh it out. Exhale. Releasing the hands down. Turn the palms out. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold in half. All the way down. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, firm the glutes, come all the way back up. Exhale, pulling the hands through the midline. Let's keep going, palms out. Inhale. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lift the chest, come up halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, hands down. Let's step the right foot back. Big step back. Drop the back knee down. Flatten your foot to the floor. Inhale, lift up. Lift the hip bones up, right? Send the tailbone down. Feel the stretch at the hip flexor. Maybe bend deeper into the front knee. And release the hands down. Tuck the back toes, lift the knees, step forward. Step back, sorry, don't step forward. Step the front foot back. Find your plank pose. Shoulders away from the ears. Lean a little bit out into the fingertips. Get up onto the tippy toes. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows. Let's lower to the floor. All the way down. Flatten your feet, reach your hands back by your hips. Curl the tailbone under, float up. Lift the head, the chest, lift the legs. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Take a moment to interlace your fingers above your sacrum or your tailbone. Inhale, lift up. Stretch the fronts of the shoulders. Exhale, come on down. Switch the interlace. Switch. Lift up again. Inhale. Come up. Lift the legs. Lift the chest. Exhale. Lower to the floor. Soften here. Waggle the hips. Relax. Okay. Planting your palms by the ribs. Tuck your toes. Curling the tailbone under, take an inhale. Exhale, press the floor away, come to plank pose, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right. Lifting the right leg up into the air, take an inhale. Exhale, round your spine, squeeze forward and step your foot between your hands. Drop the back knee down to the floor. Flatten your foot. Inhale, sweep up. Send the tailbone long. Feel the stretch at the front of the left hip. Maybe bend a little deeper into the front knee for more stretch. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down to the floor. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee. Really press into your right foot to pull your left foot forward, top of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, fold right back down. Send the arms wide, hinge and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, hands are down, left foot, big step back. Dropping the back knee, flatten the foot, Anjaneyasana. Again, inhale up. Melt the shoulder blades down, lift the hip bones up, inhale. Exhale to twist, left hand down to the floor. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee, open the chest, reach up, maybe look up. Top hand down to the floor, step the front foot back into plank. Strong arms, tailbone long. Lean forward, up onto the tippy toes, fire up those legs. Knees, chest, chin. Knees, chest, chin. Oh, good, elbows in. Flatten your feet, slide the hips down. Inhale, lift up, cobra pose. Exhale, lower down. So let's do that 2 more times, just the cobra pose. Shoulder blades melting away from the neck. Inhale, lift the chest. Stretch your belly. Exhale, lower down. Curl your tailbone under, right? Melt the pubic bone to the floor. Inhale, lift the chest up. Press the tops of the feet into the floor. Scoop the heart up. Inhale. Exhale. Lower down. Planting the palms by the ribs. Tuck the toes. Take an inhale. Exhale. Press the floor away. Come to plank. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Oh, all right. Lifting the left leg. Inhale. Exhale. Pull the knee forward. Round the spine. Step the foot between the hands. Anjaneyasana. One more time. Back knee down. Inhale. Lift up. Oh, maybe bend a little deeper into the stretch. And then release the right hand to the floor. Left arm to the sky. Tuck the back toes. Lift the knee. Open up. Maybe look up. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the top hand down. Really pressing into the front foot to bring the right foot forward. Inhale. Lift the chest halfway up. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Strongest leg. Sweep the arms out and up. Exhale. All right. Let's keep going. Hands down. Palms out. Inhale. Exhale. Hinge and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen, firm the thighs. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands. You can keep stepping back or jump the feet back if you like. So maybe this time, chaturanga to upward facing dog. Bend the elbows, lift the chest. Oh, exhale. To the down dog. Let's send the right leg up into the air. Turn the toes out, lift the hip, bend the knee. Stretch. Square the hips off, release the foot down, just switch sides. Back into your down dog, send the left leg up. Turn the toes out, lift the hip, bend the knee. Bring it back, square it off, foot to the floor, stretch back, inhale, exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, float your feet to your hands, halfway lift, inhale, fold, exhale, all the way up, firm the glutes to rise, inhale, exhale, bringing the hands through the midline, let's keep going, hands down, palms out, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees. Hands are down. Stepping back, jumping back. Through the vinyasa you go. My back cracked. Back to the down dog. Stretch your back. All right, send your right leg up into the air. Inhale. Exhale your knee to your nose. Round. Inhale, reach the leg up and back. Do that again. Touch your knee to your nose. Hollow out. Inhale, reach the leg. One more time. Round the spine. Pull the knee in. Squeeze. Inhale, reach. Send the foot to the floor. Down dog. To switch sides. Lift the left leg up. Inhale. Exhale, round. Pull it in. Inhale, reach and stretch. Again, exhale, round the spine. Inhale, reach. Last time, exhale, come forward, round, touch. Inhale, reach. Foot to the floor, exhaling. Inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, float your feet to your hands. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take a breath. Sigh it out. Release the hands down. Relax your shoulders. Okay. Tadasana. Let's keep going. It's time for Utkatasana. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Lift the hips, lift the chest. Soften the shoulders down. Sitting back into the heels. Right, hug the rib tips in. Kind of fill up the back of your waist. Right, breathe across the kidney band. Right, make some space back there. Lift the chest up. Lift the gaze up. Maybe the hands get a little closer together. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, hands are down, step back, jump back, right through the vinyasa. And you don't have to vinyasa, or you can modify it if you like. All right, lift the right leg, inhale. Exhale, round the spine, squeeze, step the foot forward. Warrior one, back heel to the floor. Sweep the arms up. Pin the right hip back, right, lengthen it back. Lengthen the outer left hip forward. Root through the back heel, straighten the leg. Maybe bend a little deeper into the front knee, right? See how that goes. How's your breath? Take one more inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, releasing the hands down. Right, pause here for a moment. We're going to bring the back foot a little closer. Step it in a bit. Put your heel on the floor. Bring your hands to your hips and let's stand up. And straighten the front leg as you do for Parsvarottanasana. So, squaring to the front of your mat. So if you had headlights on your hip bones, they would be pointing straight at the top of your mat forward. And then let's do the Gomukhasana arms today. I'm going to turn so you can see what I'm doing. So we're here, and then the back leg, the left arm, comes up and over. My triceps are sore. And then spin the thumb, and we're going to bring it around. And the idea is that we're going to hook our fingers back there. I don't want to reach today. Oh, God. My shoulders are sore. So I'm going to grab a strap. Okay. So that way I have something to grab onto. My arms are a little bit sore and I can't reach like I normally can. Okay. So we use the strap, right? If you have a belt or a dog leash, or even a towel, or whatever can join your two hands. All right, lift the top elbow up, really reach it straight up. Inhale, exhale, go forward, draw a line, lengthen, send the heart forward, come into the stretch. Oh, great, breathe into that. Lengthen the outer right hip back. Firm the legs. Take one more breath here. Press into your back foot. Inhale, lift your chest up. Oh, release the arms. Circle out wide. Okay. Lift up. Inhale. And exhale, bending the front knee. Let's bring the hands down to the floor. I'm going to turn back this way. Step your left foot back to your lunge. Step your right foot back. Plank. Inhale. Exhale through the vinyasa. Straight to down dog. A breath or two in the child's pose. I will let you decide what you would want to do right now. I'm back to downward facing dog. Okay, making myself a little sweaty. Send your left leg up into the air. Inhale. Exhale, rounding the spine. Pull the knee forward, step your foot between your hands. Bring your back foot a little bit closer. No, sorry, we're doing warrior one. Back heel to the floor. I got ahead of myself there. Back heel to the floor. First warrior one. Warrior one. Come on up. Oh, such a good stretch. Right, so look for the stretch at the front of the back leg hip. Right, so as we start to square off, drawing this hip back and the outer right hip forward, right, that action can help us find a little more stretch. Lifting the hip bones up can help us find more stretch at the front of the right hip. Right, lengthen the tailbone down. Try and bend a little deeper into the front knee. And here too, we're slowly trying to work the palms to maybe someday press together. Make sure you're not crunching up your neck or your head. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down to the floor. Okay, now our Parthottanasana. Back foot comes a little closer. Right, squaring the hips off, bring your hands to your hips, come on up. And then we'll try the Gomukhasana arms on the other side. So this time the right arm is the top arm, and the left arm comes under. And I already know that's not gonna work because I tried that the first time. Okay. Right, and you just get however close you get. Lift up with the right elbow tip, hug the ribs in. Right, stretch the right side, inhale. Exhale, go forward. Outer left hip back and out into the stretch. So you're gonna breathe here for a couple breaths. Right, relax your face, but smooth the breath. Lengthen the left hip back. Press the left inner foot down into the floor. Take one more breath here. Press into your back foot slowly. Lift yourself up. Release the arms. Sweep them up. Inhale and exhale. Come on down. Hands to the floor. Step your front foot back. Step your back foot back too a little bit probably. And let's take a vinyasa, or feel free to skip it and rest. Oh, take an extra breath. Back bend. Back to downward facing dog. All right. So from here, let's come forward into plank. Pressing the floor away, hugging the ribs in, up onto the tippy toes. Back up a little bit. All right, we're gonna lower slowly. So lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. Phew. Okay, roll onto your right side. All right, so if you can prop your head up on your elbow. If that just cranks your neck too much, you can put your head down wherever it needs to be. Okay, there we go. Now, here's the fun part, is that we're gonna try and be in a relatively straight line. So that's what makes the balance kind of challenging, right? Is just trying to get ourselves in a nice line here. So belly hugging back, right? Press the bottom leg down into the floor. And then see if you can bring your left hand behind your head. Right, breathe here. Draw the frontal hip bones up. And slowly start to lift your left leg. Yeah, and then bring it down. And do that again. Lift it up. And bring it down. One more time with the toes kind of pointing just straight ahead, right? And bring it down. So let's try with the toes pointing kind of down with the heel. Oh, that changes things, right? And lower it down. Steady. If you need to, you can put the top hand down on the floor and bring it down. Try and point the toes down. It's so hard to balance. And bring it down. Now, this time you may be able to lift the leg a little higher. Let's point the toes up. And lift. Yeah, it comes a little higher this time. And bring it down. Sweaty. Point the toes up, lift your leg. Woo! And bring it down. And one more time. Lift it up. That's not entirely true. And lower it down, because this is the last time. We're going to lift it one more time. Lift. Root into the bottom leg. Can you grab whatever you can reach? If you happen to be able to reach your toe, go ahead and grab it, but grab whatever you can reach on your leg. Lengthen up through the heel, lengthen your tailbone towards your bottom leg heel. Take one more breath. Anantasana, Vishnu's couch. Come on down. Roll through center. Just take a moment. Okay. Right. So just appreciate the work of that. I'm going to just flip around so that I'm in the other direction. You can just roll to your other side, but I just don't want to have my back to you that whole time. Okay, so onto your left side. Prop your head with your hand, maybe, as long as it doesn't crank your neck too much. Okay, and then we're trying to be in a straight line. And we're trying to keep the top hip, we want to kind of roll back, right? So the top hip is slightly behind. But see if you can bring it forward so that you're really stacking your hips, one on top of the other. And that's the part that makes the balance so fun, right? So hands behind your head potentially. You can always bring the top hand down or use it however you need to. Right, tailbone long, root into the bottom leg, and just lift your right leg up, toes, pointing pretty much straight ahead. We'll try all the angles. We'll try 3 angles. Lift and lower, stay steady. Keep your abs engaged. Lift and lower. Okay, lift with your heel. Point the toes down and lift with your heel. And lower. And lift with the heel. Oh, and lower. Oh my gosh. I really want to tip over. Lift. And lower. Okay, turn the toes to point up. Lift. Maybe if your leg will lift a little higher. And lower. Oh. Again, lift. Woo. And lower. We're going to do it again. Lift. And lower, and one last time. This one will keep up. Hold it up, steady. Release the top hand to grab onto whatever you can reach. Maybe your toe. Oh my gosh, try not to tip over. If you do, just come back. It's okay, it's not like you're gonna get fired or anything. Whoa, thank goodness, I'm gonna get fired. Oh my gosh, one more breath. And release it. Oh, it's so wobbly. My goodness. Okay. Roll onto your belly. Just take a moment. Just take a moment here. Relaxing. You can waggle the hips a little bit side to side if you like. Okay. Plant your hands for cobra pose or up dog or some kind of back bend to stretch your belly. So, press and lift and stretch, right? And back to down dog. Lifting the hips up and back. Oh, right leg stretch. Oh, that's good. Okay. Let's send the right leg up into the air. Inhale. Exhale, round the spine, pull the knee forward, step. Let's bring the back heel to the floor for warrior two. Come on up. All right, really stretchy legs. All right, so feet pretty wide apart front to back. Back leg straight, arms wide, hug the ribs in, hug the belly in, and just notice your breath. Take a moment to tune into the breath. Steady your gaze over the middle finger of your front hand. Take one more breath here. Slowly straighten your front leg and go straight out over the leg. Straight ahead, straight ahead, straight ahead. Drop the hand when you can't go forward anymore and stay nice and flat. Reach the top arm up. Can you lengthen the outer right hip back and underneath you? Oh, right, it's a little bouncy here too. Right, soften the ribs in. Firm the outer left hip in. Right, breathe here. Take one more breath. Let's bend the front knee. My favorite Ardha Chandrasana. So maybe you take a step in with the back foot, or maybe one big step. You can bring your left hand to your hip or keep your left arm reaching. Reach the right hand forward. And I guess I'm taking a step in today. Lift the back leg up. So we're trying to get it about hip high, maybe a tiny bit higher, but we're not really trying to go for like maximum height. So, right, lifted, reach through the heel, lengthen the heart away, right? And then hug the belly back, right? Wrap the outer right hip back and under, just wide. Can we catch the foot back there, just for good times? Catch your left foot with your left hand. And then open up the front of the hip, the chest. So nice. Gently release it. Ardha Chandrasana. Back through warrior two. Bend the right knee rather. Keep the left leg straight. Lifting up into the reverse. Right, breathe here. Maybe you catch your head with your right arm, right, and use the heaviness of your head to open up the right side a little bit more. Lift yourself up, inhale, exhale, bringing the hands down, stepping the front foot back. Appreciate the work in your two sides. Vinyasa, go straight to down dog. Rest for a breath or two. I'll let you decide. Okay, let's do that on the other side. Lifting the left leg up, inhale. Exhale, round, hollow out, step it through. Back heel to the floor, warrior two. Come on up. Cut the left hip back. Right, get some squeeze in the glutes. Feel the stretch to the inner thighs. Breathe here. Back leg straight. On the glutes. Gaze over the middle finger of your front hand. Right, and as you squeeze the glutes, can you hug the belly back? Right, squeeze the glutes and lift your belly at the same time. Straighten your front leg for Trikonasana. Reach forward, reach, reach, reach. And then the hand just comes down wherever. Right, reach the top arm up. Maybe shift the gaze up. Right, keep the glutes firm, especially from the outer right hip in. Lengthen the left side of the body. Make some space there. Last couple of breaths here, strong legs. Firm the outer left hip back and under, underneath you. All right, try and keep that action looking down. Bend the front knee, maybe the hand to your hip, maybe the right arm rather stays reaching. Reach the left hand forward, a couple of steps, maybe one big step. Come into Ardha Chandrasana. Feel free to put a prop under the bottom hand. I didn't say that on the first side. Wide across the chest, breathe here. The lifted leg lifted. It doesn't have to be maximum height, but at least hip height. Maybe a little bit higher. And just think long. Long forward, long back, long to the ground and up to the sky. And then bend your right knee and see if you can catch your foot or your ankle with your right hand. And then kick it back, lengthen. Right, keep lengthening the tailbone away. Firm the outer left hip in. Stretch and breathe. Gently release it. Back through warrior two. Bending the front knee, reach the right foot back. Into the reverse. Up and back. Relax the right shoulder down. Maybe you bend the left elbow and catch your head. And then use your head, like the heaviness of your head, to stretch the left side a little more. Up, inhale. Exhale. Releasing it down, stepping back. Taking the vinyasa or resting in child's pose or down dog. We'll meet in down dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. All right, let's shift forward to plank. Inhale forward. Exhale again, lowering slow motion to the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. Okay, flatten your feet. Reach your hands back. Bend your knees and see if you can catch your foot or your ankle back there. Bring the knees a little closer together. Curl the tailbone under. And let's lift up into Dhanurasana. Kick the feet back, lift the chest up. Right, then peel your thighs up off the floor. Hug the knees in. Scoop your heart forward and up. Lift the thighs. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly down, soften. Take a moment, little wiggle waggle. Okay, again, bending the knees. Catch your feet. Curl the tailbone under. Inhale, kick the feet back. Lift the thighs up. Hug the knees in. Right, breathe here, stretch. Inhale, melt the pubic bone down. Exhale, down to the floor. Soften. All right, we're gonna do that one more time. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. Curl the tailbone under, bending the knees. Reach back, catch. Hug the legs in. Here we go, curl the tailbone under. Inhale, lift the chest, kick the feet back. Right, then peel the thighs off the floor. Pull your feet up towards the ceiling. Kick your feet back some more. Curl the tailbone under. Lift the chest, inhale. Exhale. All the way down. All right, soften here. Waggle the hips a little bit side to side. If you want, bend your knees. Do a little windshield wiper. Okay. All right. Relaxing the legs. Bring your feet back down to the floor. Plant your palms by your ribs. Tuck your toes. Inhale. Exhale. Press the floor away. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Lifting the hips up and back. Stretch your spine. All right, let your back lengthen. So good. All right. Send your right leg up into the air. Inhale. Exhale, rounding the spine. Pull your knee in. Step your foot between your hands. Right, hug the belly in. Let the low back kind of round a little bit as you're here. And then start to lift up onto the fingertips and lengthen your heart forward. Straighten the back leg. Okay. So we're going to attempt to come into, well, some form of Vashisthasana. So let's just see how this goes. Plant your left hand down. The right foot's up here near you. So maybe we catch the big toe again. Or if you didn't catch it before, maybe just grab onto it now. I'm going to just shift so you can see me from the front. Okay. Spin to the pinky edge of your left foot and really karate chop that foot into the floor. Lift your right foot up and maybe you just hold yourself here and this is plenty. If you can start to lift the leg and then eventually up, all the way up. Woo. Right, bring your foot back where you got it. Top of the mat. All right, step it back. Oh, that's it. Take a vinyasa. Don't take a vinyasa. I'll leave that to you. We're going to try that on the other side. All right. So that means left leg up. Inhale. Exhale. Round the spine. Pull the knee forward. Step the foot between the hands. So give your low back a moment, right? Lift the low belly. We want that lift as we do all this Vashisthasana. So keep the lift. Lengthen the heart forward, right? Long spine. I want to keep this nice long spine. Plant the right hand down so your wrist is under your shoulder. Spin the inner arm forward. Keep the spine long. Roll to the pinky edge of your left foot, right foot. Catch the big toe of your left foot. And then again, maybe you peel back and you just hold it here. If you can slowly peel open, right? Take your time. But maybe do that, right? Lift up, reach up, press the floor away. Yeah. Bring your foot to the top of your mat. And then step back. Vinyasa. Maybe one last vinyasa. Oh, right to down dog. To rest. Let's take a moment. Come on down. All right, well, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of sweaty. All right, soften here, relax the upper back. Slowly, slowly come on up. All right, let's bring the legs out in front. Sit on your butts. All right. And we're going to come into the stretch of Dandasana and Paschimottanasana. So sit up, straight legs, and just see how everything feels as you're here. Right? How's your back? How's the backs of your legs? Right? We can press our hands into the floor to get a little more lift in the chest. And we'll try and keep the chest lifted, reach the arms, take an inhale, and exhale, hinge forward. Right, hinge at the hip. Grab onto your feet if you can, or you have your strap, you can use that. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lengthen out over the legs. Right, out into the fold. Lengthen through the heels away, and just stretch yourself. I'm wiping my sweat on my pants. Glamorous over here. All right, one more breath, long spine. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, release the rest of the way. So we're going to use our Dandasana and take a twist. So bend your left knee, pull it in. And again, grabbing the foot, not the toe, but the foot. over the top to grab the pinky edge of your foot. And then we're gonna try and stay sitting up tall. If you need to, your left hand can go down onto the floor, but start to lift up. Your left knee can also stay bent. If it's possible for you to straighten it, you can use that leg to keep your shoulders over your hips, right? Kicking the foot forward, and then go opposite with the left arm. Reach the left arm back as the foot goes forward and open up, right? Open up. Ground the left sit bone down into the floor so you're not leaning too much to the right. Lengthen the spine, open up. Maybe turn your gaze towards your left thumb back there. Take another breath. Look forward. Unravel. Oh, bring your foot to the floor. Soften, shake it out. All right, let's do that twist going the other way. So bending the right knee, reach over the top, catch the pinky edge of your foot, and then as you lift up, maybe the leg straightens, it doesn't have to, right? But kicking out through the heel, use the leg to help keep your shoulders over your hips. And then opening up, reach the right arm away. Chest is lifting, right? Kick through the right heel, reach through the right fingertips. Chest wide, right? Breathe here. Ground the right sit bone down onto the floor. Take last couple of breaths. All right, gazing forward, bend the right knee, bring the foot back down onto the floor, unravel. Give the legs a little shake, relax your shoulders. All right, let's open the legs. I'm gonna turn so I'm not just sideways all the time. Okay, open the legs, scooch. All right, sit tall, long spine. Inhale, exhale, lengthen forward. Oh. Right, so we did some pretty good inner thigh stuff at the beginning of class. We did a bit of bouncy things. So let's see how the inner thighs feel as you come into this stretch. All right, breathe into that. All right, take a couple more breaths here. This is another place where you can potentially grab your big toes. You don't have to do that, but it's an option. This is Upavishta Konasana. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, come up the rest of the way. Oh, let's scoop the knees and bring them in towards each other. Give them a little squeeze. Rounding the spine. Take a moment here. We're going to stretch our hips. So if you're comfortable doing a single pigeon, that's where we'll head right now. If that just seems like too much for your body, you can do thread the needle or, pick something that will make more sense for you tonight. But if you're okay doing single pigeon, let's have the right shin across the top of the mat, or in the vicinity of the top of the mat anyway. And then square the hips off so that the front of your back leg, thigh, and hip is really facing down. We tend to sort of lean to the side, which gives us a little bit of sideways. So see if you can really square off, right? And you'll feel the stretch at the front of your right hip as you come into this, which is kind of nice, actually. So feel free to have a breath or two in the upright position. In yin, we call this swan. So that's kind of nice. Right, swan when you're up, and then sleeping swan as you lie down. So, sleeping swan. And I say this in the yin words because I do want you to relax a little bit as you're here, or a lot. Just let your forehead melt to the floor. This is another nice place for a simhasana or lion's breath. Give yourself enough space to move your mouth around and just take a big breath. And open it up and let it go. Right, release that tension that we're also releasing from the hip right now. So if you feel like doing that again and maybe another time, go for it. It's delightful. Stick your tongue out as far as you can and point your eyes up towards your third eye, like straight up from between your eyebrows, but like straight back into your brain. So your eyes kind of go up, straight up. Whenever you're ready, just relax. Breathe here, soften your shoulders, relax the upper back. Long exhales. It's fine to sigh the breath out. Let's take 4 more breaths here. Long exhales. 2 more breaths. And the last breath, maybe sigh. And then come on out. So feel free to exit through down dog. I'm going to do that right now. So the back foot will walk in a bit, most likely. Oh my goodness. And then you can open it up. Oh. Right, shake it around. Oof. Okay. Now let's do the other side. So we'll bring the left leg forward and knee, line across the top of the hip. Walk the back foot back a bit. Oh. Start to sink down towards the floor. Okay. Walk your hands forward. Come on into the stretch. If you want to stay upright a little longer, I think on the first side, maybe we did stay up a little longer. You can. You don't have to. Oh, my hips are grateful for this stretching. So whenever you're ready to lie down, just lie down into the stretch. Breathe. Right, soften your jaw. Relax your shoulders. How's the breath? Right, smooth out the breath. Long, steady, ujjayi. Extra long exhale. A couple more breaths here. Actually, as I look at the clock, let's see a little bit longer. I'm trying to even out our two sides. Use your breath. Right? Use the breath. All right, 4 more breaths. Long exhale. Slowly take your time. Oh, come on up. Maybe exiting out through downward facing dog. Oh, sweep the leg. Open the hips, stretch it out. All right. So as you're ready, we're going to come to lie on our backs. So take your time. Let's lie down, roll it back. Oh my goodness, hug the knees in, rock a little bit. All right, if once you're lying down, if you want to do a happy baby, you want to kick out through the heels, stretch the inner thighs, like do any of that stuff, go for it. And then when you're ready, it is Shavasana time. So send the legs out nice and long. Roll the shoulders back, opening the palms. If you want to put your legs up the wall or on a chair, your sofa, or something like that, feel free. Just let yourself relax here. Right, whole body heavy, whole body relaxed. Right, let yourself rest. Resting in Shavasana. Take your time. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. As you bring your awareness back into your body, gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. And if you like, you can take an easy stretch, reaching the arms overhead, stretching the legs. And hug the knees, just give them a soft squeeze. Maybe rock a little bit side to side. One last time. And rolling gently to the right side. Take a breath or two, just relaxing, enjoying Shavasana. Now you can kind of keep this Shavasana feeling since it's sort of the end of the day. All right, let's sit up. Press the floor away. Come up to seated. Okay. Just notice, right as you come to sit, close your eyes. Notice how you feel. Notice how your body feels. Notice what's different. Notice what's shifted from when you came onto your mat earlier this evening. And bringing the palms to press at the heart. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, bowing the chin. A moment in gratitude, grateful for this practice, grateful for the goodness that it brings. Right, body, mind, spirit. And what else? Anything. Pick one thing that you're grateful for. Really just let yourself feel gratitude. It's so nice. It's such a sweet feeling. Such an easy way to bring some joy into your day, right? Just think of something that you're grateful for. All right, thank you so much for practicing tonight. I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening, a great week. Namaste. Namaste, thank you. Oh my goodness, I made myself sweaty. Thanks, you guys. I hope you have a lovely evening. Oh, hey, Joe. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys. Good to see all of you. I hope you have a nice night.
Thank
Everything's
you.
going okay?
Huh?
Everything's going okay?
Yeah, everything's going all right. We're just kind of hanging in, waiting to see when we get to get people back in here. Yeah. So I don't know. I haven't heard. I'm hoping it's still the 15th, but I'm not sure.
Well, Governor Newsom just said like they're gonna reopen. They're gonna allow certain stores to reopen.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure about fitness studios and stuff like that.
Right.
It's
All
mostly
right.
retail.
Well, that's a good sign. At least
Yeah.
slowly. Maybe by the end of the month.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, that's good news. Thank you.
All right.
All
Bye.
right, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you next
Bye.
time.
Thank you.
All right, bye.